Eric Keller here with Enthusiast Auto Group. We're in Super Secret Warehouse number 2, and today we're going to go over a very special car. It is this car. Wait, no, it's this car. Yeah, it's that car. It's that Alpina. That's a 9,000 mile Sterling Caramel M5. That's special too, but that's a different video, a couple videos back. This car is a 1987 Alpina B7 Turbo/3. It is the pinnacle of production of the E28 platform, and a remarkable car, an engineering marvel, a really fast car that is complete 80s. We're going to go over a lot of the details of the car, the build sheet, the history of the car, a lot of the technical facts, what makes this car special, exclusive, unique, and an absolute performing analog experience that is a whole lot of fun to drive and own. So come along with me and let's check it out and take a closer look. We are now in EAG's paint correction and photo studio. A lot better lighting here to showcase this black blue metallic. This is a Alpina specific color, and one that I've not seen very many of elsewhere. It's a really dynamic, very light sensitive color. In bright sunlight it really pops, and the blue really comes out. Almost will look purple in a bit of a lower light scenario, and of course with real low light then it becomes almost black. The interior is equally as awesome and very durable. It's I guess I'll call it a tweed that is unique to Alpina. Very thick, very heavy, very strong. Obviously quite durable given the originality and the surviving condition today. Original dashboard, still without its first crack. 95,000 kilometers, which comes out to about 59,000 miles. The condition is, well, it's the nicest B7 I've ever seen. Definitely the nicest one I've seen online to date as well. And that's why we're very thankful the previous owner called us, gave us the opportunity to keep this thing in a great home. Boost gauge there, the plaque with Burkhart Bovensiepen's name. This is a dogleg gearbox. Oh, that sound. All E28s sound just fantastic. When you shut the doors, it takes me back. So I'm going to call this literally the pinnacle of E28 production, as well as a service history that matches such a title. 40 plus grand of stuff from the previous owner in the US, going back to when the car was ordered by Nicole Racing Japan. And this notated build sheet gives us the full color or option codes as well as the color code. And it is one of the 30 built with the /3, a catalyst version for the Japanese market. It has full air conditioning, power locks, power sunroof, alarm, electric mirrors, defroster, extended range fuel tank. Of course, they even note that it's going to come with floor mats. This is number 253 of the 278 built. We've got the original build sheet here behind that. All of the EPA and DOT registration, federalization, a lot of the Japanese stocks, as well as service book. So it's quite comforting when you've got a good service history and somebody that gets it enough that they're going to keep that type of level of records and details. 21 million yen was the purchase price of this car in 1987. That came out to about $150,000 in 1987. And to set perspective, a new Ferrari Testarossa in 1984, excuse me, cost $94,000. Convert 150 to today's currency for inflation, and that's $340,000. That is a boatload of money, and this was a very exclusive car. I don't know that they would have made a whole lot more of them. They're pretty boutique shop, and they probably were at capacity at the time. And you know, a couple hundred here, a couple hundred there is all that the 80s model production was. And for the E28 lovers, especially with the Euro bumpers, you know, I don't think it gets much better than this. It's really hard not to keep this car for our collection, and I'm very much looking forward to logging a lot of miles on it on the quality control side of things. I do think that is the best part about my job. And very excited to see and meet the next owner of this thing. I'm sure it's going to be well loved and enjoyed. Part of that build sheet was a 21 million yen was a 2 million yen SK audio option, which is a German company, as my understanding. That whole rear deck is a speaker. We've got speakers in the dash right there on either side as well. Under the bonnet, we've got 384 foot-pounds of torques, and we've got about 320 horsepower. I think that in period, there's not a lot of stuff that would have kept up with this, and Alpina advertised this, and rightly so, as the fastest sedan in the world. And at the time, I'm relatively sure that it was. Oof, it's gorgeous. I think that covers the most of the quick nuts and bolts on this thing. If this is something that you have further interest in, we certainly would appreciate a phone call and a conversation. I'm sure there's quite a lot of other cool cars in the stable where this would end up, or maybe this is going to be the only car for that next owner. There's no right or wrong way to do it, and I think that starting life out with the right foot and having the full work order and rejuve done up front is going to ensure the next owner can enjoy the car without a whole lot of stress or risk. I guess we'll do a quick lap here in the studio before we end, as we are kind of in a full house. We've got another E46 M3 that has just arrived. It is a Mola red interior. I think we've shown this one a little bit earlier. We're now ready to go ahead and complete the full photo session. Another repeat visitor. This is a 2006 M3 Convertible 6-speed. Another repeat visitor. This is quite a cool car with the Fox red interior, V8 M3 6-speed competition. It is a sunroof car. Behind it, another repeat visitor, 2007 Z4 M Coupe. That car has 51,000 miles, and you wouldn't know it going over the full condition of this thing. We've got great history on this going all the way back. We've been servicing it for quite a long time. We've got a M3 lightweight in for rejuve, Z8 in for rejuve, fire orange sedan on its way to a new home in Southern California, and another Estoril that's getting ready to, actually it's going to be loaded up, I believe, tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in for this quick walk around on the Alpina. Would like to do a drive video here in the not too distant future as well, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.